Simon & Schuster Audio presents Horror's New Wave, 15 Years of Blumhouse by Blumhouse, with Dave Schilling, and an introduction by Jason Blum. Read by Vikas Adam, Raquel Beattie, Raphael Corkhill, Ramón Ocampo, Chanté McCormick, Graham Halstead, Daniel Henning, and Jaime Lincoln Smith. Introduction. Paranormal Activity almost didn't come out. It had been made for $15,000 by Oren Peli, an aspiring filmmaker from San Diego whose day job was designing video games. It had played in a small film festival called Screamfest Horror. In 2007, I watched it on a DVD-ROM on my laptop. I had a hunch that even though it was a small movie, it would play well in a big theater full of people. I desperately tried to convince studios to release it. They couldn't fathom spending millions of dollars to market a movie that was so cheap to make. I finally got a studio to bite, but not in the way I wanted. Rather than release the film, they wanted to remake it with big stars and a big budget. Still, I had this nagging feeling that the audience wouldn't care how inexpensive it was. So I snuck something into the contract for the Paranormal remake. I included a clause that required the head of the studio to screen the original film for a 300-person audience in Burbank, California. My stated rationale was that it would be important to the development of the remake's screenplay to understand what parts of the story the audience liked. The screening went as well as I could have hoped. The audience gasped, jumped, laughed. At the end, they applauded. The studio abandoned its plans for a remake and started to plan the film's release. We screened it a dozen more times. Each time, Oren and I would learn something new from the audience and would shoot another scene or another scare or another bit of dialogue. Before Paranormal Activity became a breakout hit in the fall of 2009, I was a struggling producer making independent art films, spending most of my time driving around Los Angeles, pitching projects and asking for financing, one little indie at a time. After Paranormal took off, everything changed. With a bit of money finally in the bank, I bought a used Chevy Astro, hired a driver so I could work instead of wasting hours in traffic, and turned the van into a mobile office with the Blumhouse.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?